Yo everyone, what's going on? It's Round Name 951 here bringing you another review on my Gundam MSIA action figures. And like I said, if you guys see my last two videos, you guys saw they were back to back. I'm basically just doing a rundown through the high mobility Zakus, the MS06Rs. There's a R1, R2, and R1A. R1 is the Shimatsunaga. Then you got Johnny Rins for the MR2. And then the Black Tri-Stars, which is the R1A, which is the one I'll be reviewing right now. And here's a look at him on the back of the box. You see, it looks really clean, really awesome. I mean, this is probably out of all the three, this is probably like the coolest one. Here he is in the back view. There he is in action with holding the Zaku 2 machine gun. Very nice, and he has some very nice weapons as well. So let's get to it. I think I might have unboxed this guy a while back, but I never took him out of the box because I was just like, nah. But yeah, so just had him. Probably going to put him on the shelf now. But here he is. Very nice. Like you see, here he is. And I'll take him out of the box real quick. And unlike those other high mobility units, they actually did the freaking legs right. Because if you guys saw my last two videos right now on the Shimatsunaga and Johnny Rin's Japanese release Zaku 2s, I showed you that their joints, or not their joints, but the thigh molds that the joints are supposed to be sitting in were defective, and basically the legs would just fall off after moving them a couple of times. So it's kind of sucks if you like to kind of, move them around and play with them. But if they're just for display, it's not really a big deal because they're just going to be on your shelf anyway. But that's just me. So just take everything out. And I'll move this over here. Put the box in the background. And there we go. So let's get this review on the road. So like I said, this is the Black Tri-Stars Zaku 2 version 1. And yes, this is the version 1, meaning there is a version 2, which is very cool, but he looks a lot different than the version 1. And I'll be getting some of those soon. Not sure when, but soon. For sure before the end of this year. So let's take a look at him real quick. He's just like your normal Zaku 2. Well, sort of normal Zaku 2, except he's a high mobility unit. So what the difference is, you got these high mobility boosters on the legs, which look really awesome with the paint job. Makes them look really mean. And this figure, or this mobile suit's kind of meant for space combat, so he can move around faster in space and won't get shot down as easily. But unlike the Johnny Ridden Zaku 2, which has armor around this Zaku 2 doesn't. So if he gets shot on the booster right here, basically around this area, he's basically done. He's gonna go down. Pilot's probably gonna die. It's gonna blow up. But you can see he has these high mobility little boosters here. He's got this bigger backpack. It's a really big backpack compared to the regular Zaku 2. So you can see how big it is. Very nice. It has a very nice color scheme. You got like this nice matte kind of shiny graphite black going on the feet. There's nice white. You got the black going on and the white, and got these nice. I mean, the paint job is just really nice. It's really good. And if you guys like Zakus, this is definitely a must-have in my opinion. I mean, I know it's Japanese release, but I mean, some of these Japanese release figures came out really good. And it's hard to pass them up. Just like the Zaku 2 Black Tri-Stars. I mean, this thing is clean, and it's a beauty. Let me tell you, it's really cool. So that's the Black Tri-Stars Zaku 2 for you. Very nice figure. And accessories wise, this guy comes with some of the coolest accessories. He comes with the Hyper Bazooka, and this thing is ginormous. I mean, it's bigger than the figure itself, so you can see how big it is. And the mobile suit itself has a kind of a difficulty when holding it because it's such a big and bulky weapon. And since the Zakus don't have much arm movement, I mean, this one has a little bit more than usual, but it's still very limited. So to fit the bazooka in there, it's going to be kind of a tight squeeze. But so big bulky weapon, but very nice looking. Get your Zaku 2 machine gun, which looks great in that graphite black. More of like a metallic kind of shiny black, but still nonetheless very clean jet looking black. Just looks phenomenal. You get your Zaku Heat Hawk, of course, with the black heat coil right there, and of course you get your shield, and it has the Black Tri-Stars insignia, which looks very nice. And that goes on the shoulder, of course. Just pop that in there. I mean, this figure, when they did this figure, they paid so much attention to detail. I mean, this is probably one of the nicest Japanese release figures there is out there for the 0079 series, at least. I mean, it's clean. Just the paint job alone makes it look clean. And then the panel lining really looks nice. I mean, it's hard to see. Some of it's kind of, it's more subtle than it is like in your face. Because, you know, of course, with black panel lining, you're not going to see it on the skirt. So they did like a light gray panel lining all through it. So, you know, you got light gray here. Then it goes to the legs, and, you know, it's not black. So, you know, you can see the panel lining, but it's not, like I said, in your face. It's not like connect the dots, basically. So it's a really nice looking figure. I mean, just to have one it's nice to have one. And with your hands, you get 2 closed fists, 2 Heat Hawk hands, and 1 trigger finger hand, just like your other Zaku's. And yeah, it's just a really awesome figure. I mean, I have 2. This is 1, and then I have the second Zaku 2 up there, and then next to him is a Zaku 1. And that was my first Black Tri-Stars Zaku 2 I got. He wasn't in as good as condition as this. Like, this guy's like, he's really good condition. I don't know what happened with this one. He wasn't too bad, but when I got him, he smelled like waxy crayons. And he has some discoloring in his arm. It's kind of hard to see with the flash on. Basically, his left arm right there, around his wrist, the paint was kind of off. And he had some yellowish orange film on him, but it wasn't as bad as the Shin Matsunaga's, and it basically just stained up the whole figure on the Shin Matsunaga since it was white. It was a mess, trust me. But after that, I bought from the same seller, and he had another Black Tri-Stars and Shin Matsunaga, so I bought those, and that's how I got these. So they're really nice figures. And I like the grunt figures because you don't ever have to worry about the stupid antenna getting bent or anything, because that really ticks me off a lot. Is like when you get the Zaku's, and then, you know, when you get the commander units, which is like more than half of them, you know, that's like Desert Camel Zaku, Char Zaku. Let's see, I mean, there's just a lot. I feel like a lot of the Zaku 2s have the commander's antenna, so I mean, it's more common to get one of those than the regular grunt unit Zaku 2, since they're pretty hard to find, and they're, you know, pretty pricey. So I kind of hate when I get those commander units. I mean, they're cool with the antenna, but I mean, sometimes it does get in the way. But with the Black Tri-Stars Zaku 2, it looks really clean with it. I mean, without having the commander's antenna. And if it did have one, I think it would look kind of goofy, honestly. I'm not sure. I can't really imagine it with one. So I don't know, but it's a very nice mobile suit, and I mean, I'll probably end up getting one more, so I could, you know, have a full Black Tri-Stars, you know, squadron, which, you know, consists of 3 different pilots, of course. You know, hence the name Tri-Stars. So like I said, very cool mobile suits. I mean, price wise, you could get them pretty reasonable. I mean, when you're buying these guys, best thing to do is just buy them brand new, because that's kind of the only way you're really going to find them is brand new in box or used in box. And of course, you know, your first option is eBay, and on there they're going to be a little bit more expensive. They run you around $20, not including shipping. So you're going to be paying like around $30 total, maybe more. Just depends on the seller. And they're not too tough to find, but like I said, they can be a little pricey. What I recommend is going on Amazon and I recommend this for basically all Japanese figures, like a lot, if not all of them, because it seems like what you call it, Amazon, they price a lot better. Oops, the pricing is a lot better on Amazon for Japanese figures. I don't know why. Maybe it's because, you know, they don't have the fees, the fee charges like eBay has. But from my experience, you can find a lot of the Japanese MSIA on Amazon for a lot cheaper. And one of these guys will be running you like around $20 or less. I've seen some as low as 18, free shipping. The only thing is, if you want to wait, well, it depends. Like, if you have patience, the shipping is going to take you like around 3 to 4 weeks on the free shipping that they offer. If you guys kind of can't wait that long, they do offer EMS or expedited, which is basically like a priority mail, but for I guess you could say overseas. And that's the timing on that's usually like a week or less. It just depends, but it's a lot quicker than your regular SAL standard shipping, which could take, you know, up to a month, basically 3 to 4 weeks. So it just depends on what you're looking for and how much you want to spend on the figure. They're really awesome figures, like I said, and it's kind of hard to pass one of these guys up. I mean, they're not the American release, the American release figures, but I mean, in some cases, the Japanese release figures are really well made, and this is one of them. I mean, the paint jobs are different because, because usually with your regular MSIA, you notice that there's really only like a 2-tone to it, and then, you know, with the Black Tri-Stars, they got this 3-tone going on, and it looks really clean. I mean, they basically have to, like, I would say maybe custom paint some of this stuff, so, you know, you know, it's painted nice, but the thing is, with the paint like this, it's kind of more prone to scratching off. But that just shows you how much more detail they put into these figures by, you know, doing the different paint and all that. And they're really clean figures, you know. So I would say, you know, I would definitely recommend this figure if you guys are looking for some Zakus. Black Tri-Stars, they're just really clean figures, including the Zaku 1 Black Tri-Stars. Those are also good. They're a little bit tougher to find. They're not, well, let's just say they're not as common as the Zaku 2 Black Tri-Stars. I mean, the Zaku 1 Black Tri-Stars do come up. I've seen them on Amazon a couple times, going for like $20 each, which is not too bad. It's pretty decent. But you can see here, and very cool. They just look really awesome, and the color scheme, you just can't go wrong with them. They're really clean figures, like I said, and they just look great. All right, guys. So I think that's gonna be it for me. I hope you enjoyed that video, and until then, I'll see you guys on my next one. Peace.